Okay, so picture this. You send a message in a bottle out into the ocean, the cosmic ocean. It travels for 45 years, going farther than anything humanity has ever made. And then, one day, it starts talking back, but in a language that makes no sense at all. This isn't some sci-fi movie plot. This is the very real and very strange story of Voyager 1.
Because, yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened. It's this central puzzle that has NASA scientists completely baffled. Our oldest, farthest flown explorer right at the very edge of our solar system is all of a sudden sending back complete nonsense.
And the weirdest part? The probe itself seems totally fine. It's getting our commands, it's sending back data, but the specific information it's sending about its own health, its orientation, well, that just doesn't make a lick of sense.
Now, to really get why this is such a fascinating mystery, you first have to appreciate what Voyager 1 actually is. We're not just talking about a machine here. This thing is a legend. It's a pioneer, a record breaker. It's really a symbol of our own curiosity.
I mean, get this. Its original mission was only supposed to last for 5 years. 5. And here we are over 45 years later, and it's still going. After launching back in '77, it completely rewrote our textbooks on Jupiter and Saturn, then turned its camera around for one last incredible photo before heading out into the great unknown, into interstellar space itself.
And man, what a ride it's been. The science Voyager sent back just completely changed how we see the outer solar system. It found new moons we never knew existed, spotted a faint ring system around Jupiter, confirmed the Great Red Spot was this absolutely colossal storm, and in a huge shock to everyone, it found active volcanoes erupting on Jupiter's moon Io.
But maybe, just maybe, its most important gift wasn't just data. It was perspective. From 4 billion miles away, it snapped a photo of Earth, and it was just this tiny, pale blue dot. The astronomer Carl Sagan put it perfectly when he saw it. That's here. That's home. That's us. Everything and everyone you've ever known on that tiny little speck.
And this is where the story gets even more incredible, almost poetic. See, Voyager isn't just a scientist out there, it's also an ambassador. It's carrying a time capsule, a message from all of humanity, for whatever or whoever might find it one day.
It's called the Golden Record, and it's basically humanity's mixtape for the galaxy. It's got greetings in 55 different languages, music from Bach to Chuck Berry, the sounds of our planet, like wind and whales and laughter, and a whole bunch of images. It even has a map, using stars as guideposts to show any finder where and when it came from. It's our hello to the universe.
So, where is this little messenger now? Well, it's currently over 14.5 billion miles away from us. It's a number so huge it's almost impossible to really wrap your head around it.
Let me put it another way. It is, without a doubt, the most distant object we have ever sent into space. And every single second of every single day, it just keeps extending that record, flying farther and farther away.
Now this is where things get really interesting. We have to talk about the place Voyager is flying through right now. It is a bizarre, hostile region of space that no one had ever actually been to before.
The easiest way to think about it is that our whole solar system sits inside a giant protective bubble. That bubble is called the heliosphere, and it's created by the constant stream of particles flowing out from our sun. It basically shields us from a lot of harsh cosmic radiation. And that bubble has an edge. It's a boundary called the heliopause. It's the line where our sun's influence finally gives way to the vastness of interstellar space. And back in 2012, Voyager 1 became the very first thing we ever made to cross that line. And what it measured when it got there was just shocking. The temperature soared to 90,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not a typo. 90,000. A literal wall of fire at the edge of our solar system. So, the obvious question, right? How did a hunk of metal built in the 70s survive that kind of heat? How did it not just instantly vaporize? It seems impossible.
Well, the answer comes down to the weird physics of space and the difference between temperature and heat. See, while the individual particles out there are incredibly hot, space is also incredibly empty. The particles are so far apart that very few of them actually hit the spacecraft. So no collisions means almost no heat gets transferred. It was perfectly safe. Okay, so this tough little probe flew through a wall of fire and came out just fine. Which brings us all the way back to our original mystery. If it can handle that, then what in the world is causing it to send us scrambled messages now?
So here's the core puzzle. The system that controls the probe's attitude, which way it's pointing, is sending back telemetry that just looks like random junk. It suggests the probe is tumbling through space. But here's the thing. NASA knows that's not true. Its main antenna is still pointed perfectly at Earth. The probe is saying it's broken, but its actions prove that it's working just fine.
Trying to fix this is the ultimate test of patience. Because it's so far away, a single radio signal takes 20 hours and 33 minutes just to get there. Which means a single round-trip communication, asking a question and getting an answer, takes almost 41 hours. Imagine trying to call tech support, but you have to wait nearly 2 days for every reply. And even the experts are stumped. The project lead, Suzanne Dodd, says it flat out. It's a mystery. They just don't know where the bad data is coming from. They're basically trying to troubleshoot a 45-year-old computer from 14.5 billion miles away. It's absolutely mind-boggling.
But while this whole glitch is a fascinating problem, it's really just one tiny chapter in a much, much, much longer story. Voyager's real destiny, that lies far, far in the future.
We're probably going to lose contact with it for good around 2025, when its power finally runs out, but its journey will have just begun. In 300 years, it'll reach the Oort cloud. It'll take another 30,000 years to get through it. And in 40,000 years, it'll pass by another star. It's just going to keep on going, wandering the Milky Way for millions, maybe billions of years.
And that leaves us with this one last profound thought. Someday, long after all of us are gone, this little probe might be the only proof that we were ever here. And if it's ever found, what story will that golden record tell about us? About the civilization that sent this little message in a bottle out into the cosmic sea?